In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to improve and be more efficient with your emails. I have 5 tips on how I work with my emails to be more productive, especially with all the advance of AI tools today. So let's dive in and let's figure out what we can do with all these great tools. So first things first, I want to talk about drafting emails. We always have that writer's block that you want to sit there and convey a message to your recipient. You know what you want to say, but you just don't have the right words on how you want to say it. And that's where AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude become really useful. You can put down a little bit of a brainstorm of what you want to convey, and it will give you a good starting draft to work with. And sometimes that will save you 5 or 10 minutes of sitting there and trying to figure out the right words. And in many ways, it gives you a starting point to get an email out. And I found maybe 5 or 10 minutes might not sound like a lot, but if you're dealing with 10 to 20 emails a day and some people I'm sure they have more, that you want to send, and you need to get actions, or if you want to convey a status, if you want to relay some information that is important to the receiver, in all those instances, having a initial draft to work off of always saves you time, and the accumulation of all those emails and the time that you save will add up over time. So number 2, smart responses. Smart responses typically are really template responses. So in my line of business, I deal with, in some cases, regular and repetitive questions that come my way. Or in some cases, I have certain status emails that come my way that I typically provide, and 90% of the answer is probably the same. So what I've done in the past few years is I've utilized what I call smart responses. But really what they are is just a template response that you keep on a Word document or handy on your desktop that you can copy and paste into a response right away. And you'll be surprised how many times you'll use these. You might not think at the onset, you might put the investment of time into developing it and say, I don't know if I want to use these, but over time and over the coming weeks, you'll be surprised how much of it you'll use. So definitely give it a try, and it'll be really useful in saving you some time. So let's go to number 3, priority sorting. Priority sorting is really having a list of the emails that have come your way and going through them to understand what is the key emails that will give you the most best outcome for the day. So it's really applying the Pareto's rule, where it's the 80-20 rule. And it's sometimes you can have certain emails that are talking about particular small nuisance items that might not be as important today. But there's other emails, and there's maybe a few of those that are hiding in the long list of emails that you have that need to be addressed right away. What I always do is I go through my emails first thing in the morning and second time and sort them in the scope of that level of priority. What is the email about, and is my response going to move how much is my response going to move the needle in the capacity of that particular project? So let's go to number 4, automated follow-ups. Again, this is similar to smart responses. Automated follow-ups works in reverse. So if you have sent emails, sometimes people don't respond all the time. I bet that has happened to you, and it happens to me all the time too. And if you have certain emails that have gone out and they have either an action or some sort of a response necessary, you have to sometimes follow up. So what I do after I've addressed all my inbound emails, I go through and sort my outbound emails. And I look at the conversations. It's easy that way. You can see who has responded and who hasn't. And if there's automated responses there, I check them off. But if you see that something is lingering and it's not been addressed right away, this gives you a great, clear picture of who you need to follow up on and say, hey, I sent the email 2 or 3 days ago, last week, before you went on vacation. could you let me know? Or simple narrative, hey, I just wanted to put this on top of your mailbox. Obviously, you have a lot to deal through, and try to give them a courtesy, but at least it brings some attention to that email and keeps things moving forward. Number 5, this is the most important to me, and it's been something that I've been using for over 2 years. And it's attention to your tone and grammar of your emails. So in today's world, especially post-COVID and everyone working from home, and even to some degree, in most cases, a lot of people that I work with, they are working in some sort of a hybrid. So our digital interaction is reflective in our professional profiles. And I've always been really conscious of how my tone and my grammar, spelling, all those elements in my email come across, because I know that those little bits of pieces of information are going to reflect on my profile. And if someone is reading a certain email and if it doesn't have the attention to detail that it should, it's going to reflect on me and my reputation. It is always really important to just use tools like Grammarly or even ChatGPT to do a quick copy editor check on your email before you send it. So these are the 5 tips. I hope they've been helpful to you. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit that like button and do subscribe to our channel. I have more and more of these videos that I'm working on to provide more productivity value with AI tools that are available out there. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.